All right, CM Punk BTFO. All right, so I don't know. I don't even know where this begins. I'm guessing it's going to begin. The story begins with the whole Black Lives Matter shit on Twitter. And everybody posted Black Lives Matter. I guess AJ Styles didn't get the group text. So AJ Styles, I guess, did not post Black Lives Matter on Twitter. And CM Punk decided to call him out on it. And then a newspaper or an online rag or somebody asked AJ Styles about it. So here's the question. AJ, CM Punk took a shot at you for not voicing support for the Black Lives Matter movement amid all the protests that's going on. How do you react? And this was a great response. AJ responded, I would not react at all coming from a guy like that I don't respect anyway. It doesn't really matter. Look, my job as a performer is to perform and get the mind of all the things that have happened throughout the world. I am not going to react to people saying ridiculous and stupid things. Ooh, BTFO. Okay, look. So this is cancel culture. It's a performative wokeness. CM Punk has demanded performative wokeness from AJ Styles, and AJ Styles a BTFO that fool. All right, so there's nothing that I can think of off the top of my head that I've ever seen that suggests or supports the idea that AJ Styles is a racist. Okay, now he is a country boy from, I think, Georgia. You know, he might be one of those Confederate flag guys. Because I noticed when they started talking about the Confederate flag being taken down off NASCAR, people started joking that AJ Styles wouldn't really care about that. I mean, he might, rebel culture is Georgian culture. But here's the thing, though. There's nothing that I said that I've seen that supports AJ Styles being a racist. So I salute AJ Styles for not feeding into or bending the knee. He didn't have anything one way or the other. He just kind of said, CM Punk's a clown anyway. I have no desire to respond to him, which is perfectly fine because CM Punk has been a clown for a long time. Okay, he has been just an annoying piece of shit for a really, really long time. But what makes him a piece of shit, as far as I'm concerned, is that this cancel culture, part of it is they attack you if you don't say anything, but they also attack you if you don't say enough or if you don't do enough, or what they consider to be enough. So to me, it's just enough for AJ Styles to not be a racist. Okay, and as long as AJ Styles is not a racist, I'm cool with that. Black Lives Matter, the protests and all that type of stuff. He might not agree with it. I don't care. Ultimately, I don't even agree with Black Lives Matter. See, there's a difference between Black Lives Matter as an organization that you donate money to and Black Lives Matter as a thing that you say and mean, okay? Because Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter are the same thing, because all includes black people, So, but that's general parlance. If we were sitting down here talking, because All Lives Matter includes everyone, okay, including racists and pedophiles. Okay, so if you have a general principle that all lives matter, then of course Black Lives Matter too. But Black Lives Matter as an organization, that is trying to fund political candidates and trying to push political policy, you don't have to agree with that because that's partisan. Okay, that's partisan politics, and people can say that it's not, but it is. And what happened is they created this Moat and Bailey argument. And the Moat and Bailey argument is essentially people create an argument and then they defend the defensible position while also pushing it a little bit further. So they'll say, when you say something like Black Lives Matter, the defensible position is, of course, black people matter. But what they're really talking about is the organization Black Lives Matter. It's a double meaning to everything, right? So to be quite honest, that's the situation that we're talking about here. Are we talking about Black lives as in actual black people? Or are we talking about Black Lives Matter, the political organization that wants to tear down statues and burn up half of Minneapolis? But ultimately, at the end of the day, CM Punk is a piece of shit for even dragging AJ Styles into this. Ultimately, AJ Styles is the one in the locker room, okay? If you're going to try to put heat on him, he should be able to do a good job of putting heat on himself. You shouldn't be dragging him into this. And then the people who he works with should know whether he's a racist or not. Okay? Ultimately, that is absolutely fucked up for him to try to do, is, again, creating tension in the locker room. Now, the Jackson Riker situation, Jackson Riker came out and said something. People didn't like what he said because other people are talking about their political positions. He talked about his political position. All of a sudden, he gets attacked. Okay, so AJ Styles has no political position. He still gets attacked. This is absolute nonsense. It is a forced conversion from either, not even from being anti, but from being neutral. You have to be forcefully converted to their way of thinking. And by they, I mean the socialist, leftist way of looking at the world. Where CM Punk is on TV crying about Panzer tanks and, my grandfather in Germany. I mean, come on, dude, come on. Let's be serious about this, Philip. Calm the fuck down. This kind of ass kissing and stuff is kind of disgusting. And it's really only for head pats on Twitter. Like, it's not actually helping people. It doesn't help anybody. You can tweet Black Lives Matter until your fingers bleed. It's not going to make black people any better off or worse off in the world. It's not. It's just turning you into a propaganda organ for a political organization that you might not agree with. Now, again, I salute AJ Styles for standing up and saying that he doesn't respect CM Punk anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now, I wonder what the root of that is. Like, what is it about AJ Styles or CM Punk and AJ Styles that's in the future? If you know, let me know in the comment section in the bottom. I have no idea about their history, and I didn't really want to go into it because this is important enough to not bog it down with whatever other situation they may have going on. But if they have like beef from Ring of Honor or TNA or something, please let me know in the comment section. But I applaud AJ Styles for not bending the knee and for also not being negative towards anybody except the motherfucker who was talking about you. It's fucked up for CM Punk to do that. Don't do it. Do not get involved with this performative wokeness of trying to make everybody pray to the same God that you pray. There's not enough racism in this country for people to behave the way that they're behaving. It's nonsense. Okay? And it's making people who are woefully mediocre and unimportant feel like they're the most important people in the world. No. And you don't get brownie points for tweeting how much you love black people. That doesn't help anybody. It certainly doesn't help me, and I'm black. Doesn't do me any favors. So, kudos to AJ Styles for standing up to himself. CM Punk talking about listen to your black brothers and sisters. Like, come on, man. You're a joke. And a lot of the people who talk like that and think like that, they got stuff in their background that they probably would like to keep secret. And it's probably hanging over their head like the sword of Damascus. And so they're trying to, divert and deflect towards other people. I am on the side. Here's my personal aside. I operate off the opinion that everybody's an honest person, at least for the most part. And that everybody, for the most part, doesn't want to be biased in any way. They don't want to hate gays or hate women or anything like that. But there are certain things that they don't agree with that groups do, and I have that too. And everyone's allowed to have that. This world now where we're not allowed to disagree, and we have to say that when people do things, well, we have to understand, we have to listen to them. It's like, no, we don't. There are certain things you can just close your ears and say, we absolutely don't listen to people who burn down buildings and bust windows. We don't listen to you. We don't listen to people who are, storming private businesses and trying to burn them down. There's no conversation to be had. Just like we don't listen to school shooters. Just like we don't listen to terrorists with bombs strapped to their chest. There's nothing you have to say. We don't care. At some point, the mode of, when they talk about rioting is the language of the unheard, they can continue to be unheard. Because you don't have to entertain negative shit, horrible, bloody, life-crushing shit. You don't have to entertain that shit. Life is too short, man. AJ Styles is right. His job is to get in the ring and wrestle and entertain the audience. He does a good job at that. Not to become a propaganda organ for an organization he might not agree with. I wouldn't do it either. Hell, I'm black and I wouldn't have tweeted Black Lives Matter. So, kudos to AJ Styles. CM Punk, get your shit together. What do you guys think? Is this a long-term beef that they have going on back? Because he said he doesn't respect CM Punk anyway, and I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, because that sounded almost personal. But I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be a part 2 to this. Because Punk seems like the kind of guy who will use his platform on backstage to take another shot at AJ Styles. But let's see how that turns out. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you guys later.